Hi everyone, welcome to Examophilia. Today's topic of discussion is Demonetization Step of Government of India. This topic is going to be a very hot topic in your coming group discussions, personal interviews, as well as descriptive examinations. I have put up today's date on the slide because a lot more activities are anticipated with reference to this topic. And when we will have sufficient content in our hands, we'll come up with a new video on the same topic. And guys, we want to apologize right now itself because we'll be just covering the main topics with reference to demonetization initiative. We'll not go into too much of details, but in case if we find a positive response from you and a requirement of going into much depth, then we will frame a new video, a much elaborated one. So let's start, guys. Let us look at the definition of demonetization. It is an act of stripping a currency unit of its status as legal tender. An act of stripping a currency unit of its status as legal tender. So that means, let us say if today the government says that they are demonetizing rupees 10 rupee note, so from tomorrow the 10 rupee note will have no value. It will be just a piece of paper. You will not be able to buy anything from it. It has been de-stripped of its status as a legal tender. On 8th of November 2016, government announced that rupees 500 and rupees 1000 notes will no longer be legal tender. The major objectives behind this announcement, behind this step, was to curb corruption, black money, and to filter out the counterfeit notes, the fake notes which existed in the economy. Government also said that it will be a major step towards cashless society. 1 year ago, the almost similar step was taken in Zimbabwe. But in Zimbabwe, this step was taken because of hyperinflation. People had to carry bundle of notes to buy even small things. Let us say even to buy a cup of tea, they had to pay in bundles of notes. So government, they demonetized the notes, the units which existed till then, and they introduced higher denomination notes. But in Indian scenario, it is not because of hyperinflation or because of deflation. It is the main intention of government is to curb black money, to take care of the black money menace which exists in our country. Money laundering, drug trafficking, bribing, in all these scenarios, high denomination note is preferred. Let us look at some facts and figures related to demonetization. Before 9th of November 2016, rupees 500 and rupees 1000 constituted 86% of the value of notes which existed in our economy. So total value of the notes which existed in our economy till then was rupees 16,415 billion. So rupees 500 and rupees 1000 notes constituted 86% of rupees 16,415 billion. So you can yourself feel the enormity of this, of the value of 500 and rupees 1000 notes which existed in the market. Let us look at some more figures. Between 2011 and 2016, the circulation of notes increased by 40%. That of rupees 500 notes increased by 76%, and rupees 1000 notes increased by 109%. But the economy expanded by only 30%. So there are disproportion, right? The value of notes, the increased by much higher value than the expansion of the economy. So where did the notes go? They have gone into the parallel economy, the shadow economy. which makes black money, which is earned by the black money. So another striking figure is uh, that the shadow or parallel economy of our country, the value of it is 30% of our GDP. Our GDP right now is around 2 trillion US dollars. So the shadow or parallel economy which is running in our country is of the value of 30% of our GDP, and of the entire black money of our country, only 72% is held in foreign accounts, only 28% is held in our country, and of those 28%, only 6% is in the form of cash. So you can contemplate yourself that the initiative of our government targeted such a small fraction of black money of our country. The demonetization step of the government was not an impromptu step. If you look at previous schemes and initiatives, there's a interlink between them. First, government came out with Aadhaar scheme. Under that, it wanted to assign a unique Aadhaar number to each and every citizen of India. After that, government came out with Jan Dhan Yojana. In that, government wanted to open bank account for each and every citizen, so that each and everyone can get access to banking facilities, and they linked each Jan Dhan Yojana account with Aadhaar number, so that each person can have just one Jan Dhan Yojana account. After that, government came out with income declaration scheme. In that, government asked people to disclose their unaccounted money, if any, and pay tax on that and keep the rest of money with themselves. Government collected 65,000 crore rupees through income declaration scheme. Then after that, government came out with this strong step of demonetization. So now if somebody who is having black money in the form of cash goes to bank to deposit it, the bank will get to know about it, and it may result into legal action. Okay, now let us look at some positive aspects of the demonetization step taken by our government. As per National Investigation Agency, the total amount of fake currency note which existed in our economy was rupees 400 crores. So because of this step, all these notes have been filtered out. The people who possessed cash in their hand, but if it was legitimate money, they will face no problem in getting it exchanged. They can submit proof to the bank, and they can submit proof to the government, and they will not have to face any legal action for possessing legitimate money in their hands. And also, this step might inculcate behavior change in the people by embracing the cashless form of economy through e-wallet, debit, credit cards, and net banking. Okay, now some negative aspects. Only the black money which was generated till 8th of November 2016, that too in the form of cash, and that too in higher denominations, would get affected by this step. A very small fraction of black money will get affected, as it was shown in the facts and figures slide. People are finding alternative methods to convert the black money into white money by depositing it into Jan Dhan Yojana accounts, by paying advance salaries to their employees, by asking farmers to deposit it on their behalf, as farmers do not have to pay tax on their income. It resulted into a very inconvenient situation for common man. In long queues emerged outside banks and ATMs, and people had to wait hours and hours to get access to their own money. Jewelers and electronic shop owners started selling their products on backdated invoices. A very significant but neglected negative aspect of this initiative is that the farmers that the Rabi sowing season had just started when this announcement was made. So the farmers, instead of sowing the seeds, were standing in the long queues outside the bank. So the effect of this can only be seen when the harvesting season of Rabi will come. What are the solutions through which the government can curb this black money meanness? One of them can be by collaboration with the tax haven countries like Panama and Maldives. Through collaboration, the government can bring back the black money which is held in the accounts in these countries. UN Convention Against Corruption. This act was passed in 2005 by United Nations, and India is a signatory and has ratified this act. So if the parliament can pass a law, then all the signatory countries are under obligation to provide information regarding the accounts of Indians held in their countries. Suppose you have some money, some black money in your hand, and you want to invest it into the share market. How can you do this? In case if you directly try to invest it in the market, then SEBI is there to monitor and it will catch you. So what you can do is you can transfer your money into some foreign account, and from there you can invest it into the Indian share market through participatory notes. So the need of the hour is to ban this participatory note, because your identity will never get disclosed if you are investing through P notes. And also, government must put a limit that transaction above certain level has to happen through cashless form of transactions. We are preparing a presentation on how to eliminate black money from India, and we'll be coming out with it very soon. So it's time to conclude the entire presentation. Though the step was very well intentioned, but through better planning the government could have avoided the state of chaos in the country. Government, while maintaining the secrecy, could have kept enough cash reserve ready to flood the market with the announcement, and more kiosks should have been set up for easy exchange, because of the limited number of bank branches, and because not enough cash was already available for exchange, the situation became very cumbersome, and it resulted into very inconvenient situation for common people. So though it was a positive step, and more such steps are expected from government in the near future, but with better planning and execution. Here is a small essay on demonetization which has been prepared by us. We request you to kindly go through it, and since it is in 450 words approximately, we request you to kindly concise it and prepare a essay in your words in around 250 to 300 words, because nowadays most of the competitive exams, wherever descriptive exam is there, the word limit is generally around 250 to 300 words, and this topic is a very hot topic, and there is a very high probability that it will appear. So please keep an essay ready in 250 to 300 words, and please take reference of our essay. It might be helpful. This is the second page. Okay, so thank you guys, and we'll be coming back with more presentations. Thank you.